Hello, this is Sebastien, and we're in Pasadena, California, where we spent the night today at the Peace and Justice Academy uh, School here in California. And so yesterday, actually before we went to bed in the evening, we had Nikit Wolf speak, and he was in charge of the water in Yuma. And at first he gave us some history, and he told us that Yuma was actually, it used to be a port city before, and then the railroad kind of destroyed that, and also we had less water. And then, so he manages the water in Yuma. And then in the morning, we had BLM come over, Bureau of Land Management, and there were several people that spoke. One of the guys, one of the guys was the so they managed the land, and for example, there was a solar energy company that wanted to build their solar plant, and the BLM is responsible to hear different groups of people and see what the best solution is. And so the Native American tribe, they didn't want the solar plant there. They think it's their land and disrespectful. And so that's one of the issues that BLM is facing, whether it's better to use the solar energy, because Yuma is it's the city with the highest amount of sun in the year in the U.S. We also had a biologist who talked about the wildlife in Yuma, and she did different things. For example, there was a helicopter operation where they would mug different animals, and or there was fishing where they would shock the fish, but they wouldn't kill them, and they would put them all back, but they would just to see how many fish were there and to test them out and see how big they were. So that was in the morning, and so then we left for San Diego. And in Yuma, it was around 100 degrees, so it was really hot. And when we went for California, we crossed the mountains, and the temperature dropped about 40 degrees. It was real nice. So it's an interesting climate. And all this time while we were traveling to San Diego, we were pretty close to the border, so we could see a lot of times we could see the wall from our bus. And so in San Diego, we stopped for lunch, and at the same time that we stopped for lunch, we had a woman come over, and she spoke about immigration to us. I expected someone to think that the wall was good and present us the wall, but actually she was pretty interesting, because she was saying how we need a better immigration law, because none of the Mexicans can come over here legally. It's just almost impossible for them. They need to. The only way they can come here is to come illegally, and that causes all sorts of problems. And that's what struck me the most yesterday. When we were close to the border, I was bored in the bus, and I would look at cars and look for Mexican license plates. Well, there weren't any at all, because they couldn't come here. So yeah, so it was interesting. And then after San Diego, we went after lunch. We went for LA, California, and on the way we stopped for just a break at the beach, and so we swam in the Pacific Ocean, that was nice. It was nice to have water surround us after such a long time in the desert. And then we came here to the academy, and we had some Mennonites here. They know Community Mennonite Church in Harrisonburg, and I'd like to thank them for the hospitality, and well, we actually slept in the courtyard, and in the middle of the night the sprinklers came on, so that's a story. And I'd like to thank Sprint for the wireless in the bus, and yeah, I'm excited for the rest of our trip. Today we're going to go to Google headquarters.